How has your day been so far today?
Yeah, my day is going pretty well because I connected with one YouTuber and you are the second one, and I think I will also have another one. So I have three sessions today. So yeah, my practice part is is taken care of well today.
Wow, that's great. When you practice according to our time and according to our plan, then we feel very happy. And sometimes it's happening. We try to connect with someone, but we are not able to. At the same time, immediately, if you want any co-learner, sometimes we get and sometimes we don't get.
Yeah,
So we
it happens sometimes. Yeah. So I saw your message yesterday. You messaged for a group call, I think, yesterday.
yes, yes at
Yeah.
3:30, and I want to connect on daily basis every day. If anybody ready, so I want to make a particular group for 4 people and 3 people, not more than four. Four is okay. And it is not compulsion. Anybody has no time, and that every day that person connect. Anybody can connect, but only one day in one time. 4 people, 5 people, maximum. That is enough for a day.
So
If anybody, hmm?
what did you discuss yesterday? What was the topic? Was there any topic or you just talked randomly?
No, if anybody try to connect, we have to fix the topic prior conversation, and we get chance to prepare. Because if we try to converse on any topic and related to that topic, we don't have knowledge proper. So only 2 and 3 sentences is not enough for a conversation and discourse. So from any how and from anywhere, we should collect the information about that. That then our conversation going to be very smooth, you know, and we feel confident. Oh, I have this much points, I can converse. And we by on the pretext of this group discussion, maybe we have learned many things. We share our thoughts each other. They on daily basis, small just general conversation, basic conversation is not enough for our improvement. So that's why
Yeah.
I want to connect to the people in a group.
So what did you discuss yesterday? Was there any topic?
Yesterday, yes, one Geeta Rajput, she has told why English language is important. I have
Okay.
great idea on that topic, but that was a general conversation. But yes, I raised one question there. I raised one question there. English language should be considered as a second language in India for documentation or not?
Point. Yeah, it should.
Because these days everyone same point I have uploaded that video, same point I discussed there. These days just people want to, not only people, even we also want to improve our English, our communication skill, we want to be better. So what happened, everyone follow English medium school, and there is Hindi is only one subject, as we used to follow in our school time. There was only English was a subject, you know. And these days, same thing, that is the opposite. Our children are following. So in future, I think nobody willing to know about Hindi language deeply. So how can our coming generation will be survive? So it is my opinion. English should be considered as a second language for documentation, and one Hindi is the most important. That's a compulsion. Okay, and English is second, and third language if state language. In any state, there is our own language. So if anybody want to any documents in their own language, so they can follow that and they can demand. Why? Because everyone has no that facility to learn English language and Hindi. If there is there is a government school, only they afford send to their child in government school. So they have only knowledge of their state language. So it should be there for that reason. Because if we give them more opportunity to understand, then people get all those government's rule and regulation, they aware of that and they can survive easily and they
Yeah,
can
yes,
take benefits of that.
absolutely. Yes, yes. And I think the regional languages has been diminished. They are diminishing, and so the earlier generation, maybe they are still speaking in their regional languages, but the next generation, I think, will they will not know certain words. I mean, they may be able to understand the regional languages, but they are not. They will not be able to speak those languages because in school they are following English, and sometimes maybe their parents are also speaking with them in English to make them concerned about the environment because English is really essential, and we are learning this language because of that, and we also want our next generation to know this language as well. So the regional language actually, see, it's always nice to be able to speak in different languages. Like I can speak in Bengali. Bengali is my mother tongue. Now I am learning English. I used to watch a lot of daily soaps in Hindi and a lot of movies. So and songs also. So I know how to speak in Hindi, but I cannot write in Hindi. I can understand Hindi. I can speak Hindi, but I cannot write Hindi because Hindi was not a subject to me when I was in school. And sometimes, because my brother is he is posted in Mumbai, so he, sometimes speaks with me in Maharashtrian language. What do you call it? So
Maharashtrian.
yeah, Maharashtrian. Sometimes he, uses here and there Maharashtrian language, and so I was, so one day I asked him that, can you please teach me? I want to learn at least some, some short sentences in Maharashtrian language because it's really nice. It feels really nice when someone speak in a different language. So you want to learn more. So, but then I actually searched on YouTube also. So I went through 2 3 videos on different languages as well. But then I actually it needs practice, and you need to have somebody with whom you can practice the language as well. I do not have any friend who speaks with me other than English and Bengali. So Hindi, like, yeah, we do have friends who speak in Hindi. So it's all about, I think, practice. We all think that if we speak with our child, like if we speak with our children in our regional language, then maybe he will not be able to speak in English. But that is not the case because as children, they are able to grasp as many things as they encounter. If you make them understand 5 languages, they will be able to speak in 5 languages and
Yes.
even more. So
I
we
have
cannot
an
compare
example.
themselves with
Same
us.
example I have given in that video, this my video. I have a neighbor. Those children at the same time, at the age of 6 years, they have learned 4 languages. One is spoken, one is Maharashtrian, one is English, and fourth is a Hindi. Because in a peer group and every area, people use Hindi, and in a school and with parents, parents always use English. And their grandma, she uses Maharashtrian because she is a Maharashtrian. And her granny, their granny was is Konkan Maharashtrian. So they use Goan Konkan language. So those both boys at the same time they learn because they got that opportunity. Learning a language is not a big task and not a rocket science. But when if we get environment from our childhood, then we can learn easily without going any school, without learning any grammar, any words meaning. It is easy. But if we try to learn any language at age of 18 and after 22 and 50, when we become sensible. After that, it is very difficult. It is a rocket science, like rocket science. Why? Because we have to go through the grammar. We need someone because we don't know small things. Only somebody has maybe 800,000 of words meaning in their bucket list, you know. But that is not enough for speaking.
Yes, and I have some friends who studied in English medium school, and some of them, they behave like as if they are so much fluent in English, and they doesn't know they know how to speak in Hindi, but they doesn't know Bengali. And when you ask them something in Bengali, they used to feel like, oh, what are you asking me? Like, I don't know how to speak in Bengali like this, but Bengali is their mother tongue, so everyone in their house is speaking in Bengali. But they have this thing in their mind that no, we will speak only in English. We are superior to others, and I also have some friends who like who speak really fluent in Bengali. And when we ask them that, oh, you're from English medium school, and how can you speak Bengali so well? Because Bengali was their third language. So they are not in that much good in Bengali. So, and they were like, what are you saying? We always speak with our mother, father, and with everybody in Bengali. How can we not know Bengali? So there is the section, there is a section, like one
Yeah,
section is feeling
people have.
comfortable,
Hmm.
and yeah, one section is, really adaptable. They can speak in any language. It doesn't matter whatever the language is.
But I also consider that we must learn our mother tongue, our native language,
Yes,
you know, because Hindi is different and that language is different and our mother tongue is different. Actually, when we talk with our near and dear ones, you know, and with whom you born and brought up and with our family members, relatives, then you feel very much connected with our language, our mother tongue. And when we speak with surrounding areas people in our state and in our another state in India, then we feel connected with the Hindi. You know, but when we speak in English in our own country, just it is my feeling. I don't feel that much connectivity with the language. This is okay. We can speak and we can survive if you go anywhere. We know enough English. We can survive. But we can't be a good speaker. We can't be a good teacher. I know that. But we know enough English. If we go anywhere easily, we can survive. But we never forget our mother tongue.
we should
We should
never forget our
never.
mother tongue.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes,
And for our betterment, anybody learn this language. But when I meet Indian people, I always would like to converse in Hindi. You know, yeah. If
yes.
there is a compulsion, sometimes people they don't know Hindi. Then very happily I connect with them in English. But if I get chance to speak Hindi, I am very happy. That,
Yes, I think this happens more with people who live outside the country or maybe outside the state. So if I talk about my brother, so as I said, he's in Mumbai. So whenever someone finds him that he's a Bengali, because he doesn't look like a Bengali. So whenever someone finds out that, oh, you're a Bengali, so then they immediately start speaking with him in Bengali. So he always complains that, oh, whenever someone finds out, he or she starts speaking in Bengali. I don't like, and because he at his workplace he speaks in English, and outside he speaks in Hindi, and with us, like with family members, he speaks in Bengali. So our way of speaking is different, and the friends that he has in like Mumbai who are Bengali, so their way of speaking is different. So he doesn't feel comfortable speaking with them in Bengali. So he, kind of, always try to avoid those people who keeps on trying to speak with him in Bengali, and he always complains me that, no, I don't like to talk with anybody in Bengali, because how they speak Bengali, they do not speak properly, like how you speak, or how mother speak, or how my father speaks. So these things happens when you live outside your state or outside the country for such a long time. You try to feel connected with the same things that you used to get when you were in the
Yes.
same state, or
Our
maybe you were
soul,
in a
soul
house.
and heart, our soul and heart. When we speak our mother tongue, we feel like connected with our soul and heart. We can express our ideas with the emotion. No.
Yeah, so Bengali to him is like emotion, and he only wants to speak in this language with us only. So it's only for us, it's only for family, and for others, it's like Hindi or maybe English. So that's how the things are actually.
Yes, and same here. We are also habitually use our own mother tongue in our at home. So my children, my husband, they don't feel comfortable at home. If anybody asks, anybody can phone. They that time they converse with them in Hindi and English, whatever they prefer. But at home, almost because here is sometimes my in-laws are here, their sister-in-laws are here. So we all are, if chit chat together, then we feel connected with our mother tongue because that feeling is very different.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
So, ma'am, I have one question for you. Have you ever faced any hurdle and any hard decision have you taken so far?
Any hard decision?
Yes. Toughest decision. What is the toughest decision in your life so far? Have you experienced that ever?
No, not toughest, but so actually this I mentioned in one of my videos as well before, that after completion of my post graduation, as I was trying to crack different government exams, different competitive exams, so that time actually I took a break of 2 years. I have given myself a time period of 2 years, and like I left the city where I was doing my higher studies. I left my city and I went back to my hometown and I was preparing. So that decision for me was the toughest, because all my friends used to, what everyone is doing is, after post graduation, maybe they are teaching in some school or maybe colleges as a part time or something related to that. And while doing the job, they were preparing for different competitive exams, but I left everything and I came back to my hometown. So that was the toughest decision for me, because if I had not cracked the exam, then there would have been a gap of 2 years. After post graduation, I will like I would have a gap of 2 years, and then I would be in the same field trying for uh, different positions in different schools and colleges, and that would be difficult for me because everyone would ask the question like, where was you after your post graduation? Why there is a gap of 2 years? But I didn't consider all these things and I prepared, and finally I'm here, I'm doing the job. So that was the toughest decision because my parents were really anxious. So they were also telling me to do the same. Like my father was telling me that you can do some kind of a job, and then after coming from your job you have some time, then you can study and prepare for the exams. But I didn't listen to him as well. I told my mom, no, I'm leaving everything, I'm coming back, and I'm going to prepare, and I'm going to give myself a time of 2 years, and let's see how it goes. So that was the toughest decision at that point in my life. And after that, I don't think I have taken any decision.
So, in UPSC, I have seen that problem. Everyone try their level best, but everyone is not success in that field. So people started criticizing them. Why? Because that person, if they true person, they work hard with their soul and heart. They try their level best, and if they don't crack that exam, there is no issue. Should we, if they want to go in another field, we, as a parent, as our relatives, and they are near and dear, we should support that person emotionally and financially. If really they want to do something, another thing, so we can support them.
We should
But
support them because, I don't know why relatives do that every time. So while growing up, actually, my brother and I both, for some period in our life, we used to avoid going to different social gatherings, festival, puja, where all the relatives would gather. Because, the
yeah,
one question that they would ask, like, what are you doing? You're still studying. When will you do a job? You should find a job for you. So what are you doing? What kind of a job you're finding? These kind of things, they always ask us. And we, that time, we were also, not sure what we are going to do in life, or whether we will be able to crack different exams or not. If not any government job, then what are the sectors that we are going in to try and look for a job? And that time, if someone is constantly bombarding you with different kind of questions, like it's like, for a woman, it's like, for a girl, it's like, when are you getting married? So the question
I
is
think
really irritating. And when are you getting a job? That question is also very irritating because we are trying, we are constantly trying, and we are trying our level best. You are not doing anything. You are only asking the questions.
I think according to my concern, uh, it is toughest time for every student. Parents even they ready to support, but others they all the time ping them up by asking their questions, stupid questions. They pamper the students and they compel them to think like to have another job. Have a great day. It was a great conversation with you. And second time, I have enjoyed a lot.
Same here, ma'am. Same here.
Okay,
Okay.
then bye bye. Take care
Yeah,
of
yeah.
you, baby. Bye bye.